I am a senior at Scripps Ranch High School. Today I am going to be teaching you all how to make some slime using just a few simple ingredients that you probably have at home. So I used to make slime all the time in middle school. I feel like over the years I've been able to perfect the perfect recipe with the perfect ingredients. So hopefully I can show you all today what that recipe is. And yeah, so you only need a few ingredients really, and these include glue. So I recommend Elmer's glue for the best consistency and results. However, you only need a glue that has PVA. So if you want to use a brand other than Elmer's, which Elmer's does have PVA, then I would just make sure that you check beforehand to see if it has that chemical. As well as that, you'll need some eye contact solution. The brand really doesn't matter. And you will need some baking soda, not a lot, just a couple pinches for, I would say, a few tablespoons of glue, so you don't need a whole bunch. And you obviously need something to mix all the ingredients in. So I am using just like a throwaway bowl. Of course, you can use a reusable bowl as well, but since it can get a little messy sometimes, I would just recommend using something that you can throw away after. And then any utensil to mix your ingredients with. So I'm just using a spoon. Lastly, this is optional, but I'm going to be using some green food dye to add some spice to my slime, maybe make it look a little more colorful. However, this is optional and you do not need any food dye if you don't want to. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is getting my bowl and getting my slime. So I won't be making a whole lot, just like I said, kind of a couple of tablespoons, but the good thing with this recipe is that you can eyeball everything, so you don't really need to worry too much about having the exact proportion of the ingredients. So I just put a few tablespoons into my bowl, and now I'm going to go ahead and add the food dye. You can add it after the slime has been formed or after your glue has congealed, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add it now because I find it to be a little bit less messy. And like I said, I am using green food dye, so we're just gonna add a couple drops. We're going to mix. So now I am done mixing. I am gonna go ahead and get my baking soda, and we are going to just add a couple pinches. Like I said, I have a few tablespoons in my bowl. So I would say for every maybe 4 to 5 tablespoons of glue, you add just a little pinch of baking soda. Don't overdo it. Of course, we can adjust the amount of baking soda we need later if we see that our slime isn't forming, but for now I just did like a little over a pinch. And so we're just gonna mix that thoroughly so that it is completely incorporated into our glue. So once you are done doing that, you can go ahead and get your contact solution. So I like to call this like the activator, just because it's what's gonna make our slime go from a glue consistency to like the congealed slime consistency that you can play with. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your contact solution and slowly add it. So you're gonna add just a little squeeze, mix, add a little more, mix, and you're just gonna keep on doing that until the slime completely forms. And so it can be a little bit of a tedious process, but I promise that it's definitely worth it at the end. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a squeeze or two and start mixing. So like I said, this is a bit of a tedious process, so I am just gonna continue to do my contact solution route and just add a little more baking soda if I need it, and I will check back in with you guys when I am finished. Alrighty, so it's been around 10 minutes of me just mixing and mixing, and I finally got the consistency that I'm looking for. I know it looks a little gross, but you know, it is slime at the end of the day. But once you see it kind of sticking off of the sides of your bowl or plate, that's when you kind of know that it's done. So you can go ahead at this point and just start kneading it with your hands. And this really helps if there's any stringiness within the slime. It'll kind of break up all those like weird strings. And yeah, so I am just playing with it right now. And it ended up being a pretty dark green, darker than I anticipated, but I think it fits really well. So hopefully you can see it. And yeah, it's super fun to poke and stretch, just play with if you're stressed out or if you're doing something else, you need to fidget. It comes in handy for sure. And if you want to store it, you can store it in an airtight container. I wouldn't recommend keeping your slime for over a week, just because it can get a little gross. But if you'd like to keep it like in a plastic bag even, then that is totally okay. I did that all the time myself and it always ended up fine. So yeah, that is my little how-to project. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all will maybe spend a little time soon making this slime by yourself, with some friends, with kids. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye!